Hello friends, welcome to one more training session on anti-bribery and facilitation payment. This particular policy requirement is derived due to various standards like best practice principle of BBP, which is of DBRs, same way RJC, Responsible Jewelry Council, and various customers has a vendor code of conduct like Tiffany, Disney, Walmart. Everyone is talking on the financial compliance, one of the element of policy on anti-bribery and anti-facilitation policies. So today we are going to talk on what is anti-bribery. The word itself is very clear, and since we start learning, going to schools, going to offices, we know what is bribery. There are certain rules and regulations been defined by various countries like India has the Prevention of Corruption Act 1988, USA has got Foreign Corruption Practices Act 1977, UK has Bribery Act 2010. So moreover, if you just try to understand the crux of these all standards or the various acts prevailing globally, they are saying that any payment being made to get illegal things legal is bribery. And facilitation payments is something like you give tips or you give some kind of gifts as a part of token of appreciation, which is not desired by the counter person, but you give it, and over a period it becomes a habit that you give a facilitation and you get your work done quicker. Still it's illegal, but then you pay to get it faster. That is called facilitation payment. Moreover, globally, the bribery is not been permissible in any country. So do in India or in any European countries or your USSR or anywhere. So as a company, you have to make your policy procedure. You have to have a policy and procedure communicated to employees that what is your policy on bribery, what is your policy on facilitation payment. Even gift policy goes hand to hand. So most of our clients, we suggest you have a bribery, facilitation and gift policy. So wherein the employees are communicated how to do a whistleblowing. So whistleblowing procedure is a part of this policy, where you do a whistleblowing and intimate to a management about any illegal activities or unethical activities happening in the organization by the employer or through the employee or by any supplier or any customers. So you need to have a very sound and crystal clear whistleblower policy. The policy also has to ensure that the person who is communicating or doing a whistleblowing, he's been protected. There should not be any threatening or any loss of job or any insecurity to the person who is doing this kind of whistleblowing activity. The name should be kept secret. The procedure has to be laid down that how the whistleblower can communicate. So there has to be a suggestion box policy without name, without information that can be given. There should be a common media available or some communication mechanism available, parallel means of mechanism wherein you can raise voice against the unethical practices, raise voice against the unlawful activities or any bribery activities. You have to also communicate to employer what is a gift policy, how much a gift person can accept, because in being a human during festival season we share gifts, chocolates, sweets, dry foods as a token of appreciation or token of love and gesture expressions to each other during a festival scenario. So that should be acceptable to maintain a good PR with the customers and the suppliers. But then there has to be a threshold limit. So that threshold limit has to be defined. That $100, anything beyond $100 is not acceptable. Anything beyond $50 is not acceptable. If it is there, how you have to report, who is your compliance officer, what is the mechanism to report if somebody is offering more than that, and if you have some government officials or some authorities is asking for any bribe, if you don't want to do it, what is the procedure, how you have to communicate to a management, should not be taken as negative against you that you are not been able to finish the task. So all those communications internal has to be done as per the all policies. Actually it has to be an annual awareness training to all concerned persons who are the frontline people who are dealing with the external agencies, who are dealing with the suppliers, buying goods for you, selling goods for you, going for a compliances with respect to factory compliances, HRIR, labor law compliances, or any government registrations compliances. Those people have to meet third person on behalf of the organization. and sometimes there are expectations from the counter side files. How to deal with that? What is the psychological way of dealing with that? What should be a procedures to be followed? What should be a line to be drawn beyond which you cannot deviate? You can do it a facilitation payment once in a while, but you cannot do a bribery. All those communication has to go from top to bottom on a regular basis. The policy has to be very crystal clear. The policy has to be communicated across the supply chain, across the organizations, and even to the vendors on a regular basis. And related records has to be maintained by the compliance officer with respect to bribery register, facilitation payment system, gift registers, and that has to be reviewed by the management at a time interval. So this is all would like to tell you about the bribery facilitation and gift register. In case you want any further clarification information, you can always contact us. We are doing this all kind of videos to make sure that this trainings and informations are available to you as and when you need on a click of button. This is available on YouTube. So I would request you to subscribe our channel, and if you like the video, please like it so it can reach to more and more people. Thank you very much.